peace and love. Mic check, mic check. Peace and love, peace and love. Awesome. Mic check. Okay, so this is the first time. Everybody, bear with me. This is the first time that I'm actually streaming in the group since they stopped streaming in the group, and we are live on YouTube as well. I think I want to actually cut the music down. So I'm going to start at 8, so I'm not going to rush. It's going to probably be an extensive live tonight. I hope all is well. So, okay, I'm thinking I have to keep this. This is a lot that I got to do. I'm not used to having to do all this just to stream, but I want it to come in the group for Facebook. I didn't want it to be public. Well, my YouTube stream is public. So, okay. Everything looks to be good over here. Ignore the stars. Nobody has to send stars. It's just going to do that because I can't take it off because I'm streaming. But that's for my other side of. That's for my personal side. Hopefully no one calls me on Messenger because it was definitely. I told you I had a stream at 8 o'clock, remember? So you need it? Yeah. All right, thank God. Because I told you I had a stream at 8 o'clock. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to give it up because I'll be done. I won't want to stream anymore. So I want to see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have a lot of, matter of fact, we got to open up YouTube so I can see, because I'm not going to be able to see the comments on the screen. I have Facebook over here. I see you, Cousin B. Peace and love, baby. Peace and love, Cousin Monty. I love you. I hope the audio is okay. I don't normally stream like this. As you can see, I'm on camera, baby. But YouTube did some weird stuff with third-party streaming. And my beautiful, beautiful friend helped me figure out how to do it. So this is my first time. Forgive me. Oh, I'm like, here's the Facebook. Okay, because I can't close out the Facebook window. I've got like all these windows open because we're going to dive into some documents tonight. I want to open, because I'm going to be working on my laptop. So I want to be able to see comments and questions. So I have Facebook on this device, which may need to charge. And then I need to turn this down. Comments and questions. So I have Facebook on this device. The audio is good. Okay, good. I need to take this comment down up here. Still got 2 minutes. I'm doing well. I like to be early instead of late, darlings. Peace and love to the global community, the global DNA community. I hope all is well. I'm going to try to give a brief as to what am I doing here and what am I about to do. It's a long, drawn-out story. I'm going to try to explain it the best that I can. Hopefully, you guys can feel where I'm coming from, and I'm actually doing this in real time. Okay, so we got YouTube over there. I think YouTube, I kind of want this subscriber-only chat. Matter of fact, let me go and do that right now. Sorry. We want to make YouTube subscribe. Do I want to make it only subscriber? Yeah, I really would like. So I'm trying to make it to where people can see it, but I don't want just anybody commenting. I've got to cut my ringers off. I don't want just anybody commenting. I don't want the idiocracy, the racism, none of that type of stuff. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, I don't want you to be able to comment, if that makes sense. So you might hear a little feedback because I need to open this live up and actually go into the, sorry. I need to go in here and edit this. So we are on YouTube on my channel. So if you're like, don't want anyone to see your comment on the screen, well, I'm not even going to do comments on the screen, so y'all don't got to worry about that. I know everybody's not trying to be all out there globally, but this is definitely streaming globally. Okay, so our YouTube stream is subscribers only. It just say that it doesn't. All right, well, I'm gonna cut that off. That's good. Okay, I just wanted to check everything before I get started. So I don't want no surprises. I don't want no idiocracy. None of that. Okay. So I'm gonna move my camera. I'm gonna put me down here in the corner. How do I want to do this? I'm probably gonna have to share all the screens, pull all these tabs out. We're going to go back and forth between these tabs. So we're going to pull the technical report out. 23andMe new data, which is not public yet for some reason. I have the Catoctin Ancestor DNA book, one of them that I made, which is genetic distance and ancestor specific. Let me come here and share my entire screen. Bear with me. Maybe y'all know when I come correct, okay? When I come correct. I want to keep this so I can see if there's anything going on. So I can't do once. Here's 4 windows. I can't share all 4 of them. And I have too many tabs open, so we're going to just share the whole screen. It's going to look a little crazy. For 1 second, it's coming. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Okay, so what I want to do is hear myself. Okay, so what I want to do, I think I want to be sure the music wasn't too loud. I don't know if anybody's out there or typing. Okay, so we're going to minimize this. And we're going to bring the book over here. It's the book I made. It's not done yet. Oh my God. Y'all know I live in New York, so it's going to be loud. So this is data from the new DNA testing. This is the technical report. So we're getting ready to do some comparing. Okay, so I'm seeing that everything is good. Grand Rising, everybody. Welcome to the... Who is that? Welcome to the Catoctin Hub. I'm going to take Messenger. Let me take Messenger off my phone over here. Just because, if I don't, people are not going to stop messaging me. I'm an important person. It's no. It's just rude. I don't want to keep stopping for no reason. Okay. Cousin Deborah, I see you. Cousin Bianca, I see you. Peace and love. This isn't scripted. I hope the audio is okay. So my idea was to try to most definitely focus on the data from the ancestors in the grave. Since there's a huge gap in paperwork from living relatives to them, outside of haplogroups, we have nothing. So before the 23andMe analysis that a few of us were included in, I pulled data from the excavation report, which was in 79, and this report here, the technical report, which is accessible online, the technical report on ancient DNA analysis of 27 African Americans from Catoctin, Maryland. This is online. I think this was done in, what year was this done? Is there a year on it? I know this wasn't done in 79. Because they weren't doing DNA in 79 like that. And there was actually no DNA information on the excavation report. I think this was from 2000. I I don't know what year this was drawn up, but there's actually two public data documents available online. You can find the actual when they actually dug up the graves. Like you can literally find that document in '79. Like even the font is old. I sat and read through and looked at the pictures of the bones and everything. Is literally online. If I can think, remember, I'll try to find it and add it to our file section. Our file section is loaded. So what I did was I combed that first document. I combed it with my pen and my paper, old-fashioned style, and I pulled out all important data: sex, age ranges, headstone, footstone number, burial numbers, any type of information that I could pull and save. Then I downloaded this document, which was more in depth due to the DNA progress as opposed to '79 to when this was done. This one's still kind of old, but it's not that old. Edon Harney, this is the person here who did who did our DNA analysis. Yeah, she's on Twitter. I found her on Twitter. I don't know these other people besides the president, Elizabeth Calmer, and of course David Reich. His name is I don't know about the other people, but I'm definitely familiar with her. Her, of course. Shout out to the society and him. Hi, sister. I see you, Sister Mary. So, this document is what we have to go on. It's pretty much, you can read it yourself. I'm not really going to get into it because you'll see why later. But I do want to go directly to the appendix here, to be specific, table 1, and I'm going to zoom it. Y'all know how I am. If you don't know me, you're going to learn me. I want to say in advance, this is not to attack anyone or anyone's work. I want to say that. And I want to say that, and I want people to understand what I'm saying. I'm not here to attack anyone's work. I'm not here to play around either with my time in this project. And with that being said, this is going to be a long one. Get your snacks. I got me some chocolate. I got me some water. If you can hear me, if you stop hearing me or something happens, let me know in the chat. We're on YouTube streaming, and we are in the private Facebook hub. The Facebook stream is totally private. No one can see this unless you're in the hub. The YouTube stream is not going to be private. I think that something told me that I needed to do this way. So I'm going to minimize this screen because we've come to terms with what that is. So the excavation report, which isn't on the screen, and the technical report, which I just showed you, was made into this Excel book that I made with pen and paper. I decided, these are the members in our group, and because I am streaming on YouTube, I'm going to chop that off. We know who's in here. What I decided was, and this was, again, before the DNA analysis that 23andMe did. And I want to thank them for their analysis, but I have tons of questions, and I have data to back up my questions. So, when I was making this particular book, because there's two, this one is geared directly to the ancestor. I wanted a book where every sheet in the book represents one ancestor. So using my true ancestry, of course, if I had FTDNA, I probably could use them too, because I do know that they work with the Catoctin data. like 23andMe is now doing. Um, every cell running top to bottom is an ancestor. This is an ancestor. This is an ancestor. This is an ancestor. So I pulled data. At the top, along the top is the burial number, the harbor ID number, the years, the age ranges, since there's no identifiable ages for these people, they are actually in ranges. And then I tried to get like the colors in families. So the green section is family A. And I put whatever note, like the first one is I15332, which is the mother, which it says here, and I'll make it bigger so you can see. I'll try to make it bigger so you can see. So the mother, I15332, is the mother of 330 and 331. I wanted to do them by burial ID, but that would have tore the families apart. So I did this basically by family. So 330, 332, 330, 331 is here. Forgive me, I'm going to use the, I'm going to call them the suffixes of the numbers, so I don't have to say the whole number. So 330, 331 is the infant sons. I'm wondering, are they like twins? But I digress. Infant sons of 332. 340 seems to be related to family A. I'm not sure of the actual relation. I would have to actually focus on one family to do that, but they do have it broken down in the technical report, the alleged family connections. The alleged, of course. 11 or 13-year-old, sex is discrepancy. They don't know if it's a male or a female when this data set was given to us. Now, we can go through this through family A, from family A, family B. This person could be in family B. Another infant between infant and 6 months, 338. This is why this color is red and there's a B with the question mark. They were always questioning, was this child supposedly belonging to family B? Family C, family D, which is the mother in the museum and her baby here, purple, and I chose purple, of course, for royal. You know, I always have a method to my madness, honey. Family E. And then in the back here, you have the outliers who seem to not be either worked with to be put in a family, or they're not family, which I'm not gonna say they are not family. I'm just saying what the document is telling us. Because if you watched me research on Match Me Ancestry before, we have data showing that these people are all related. Maybe not closely, but they're all related. I won't get into that. Then we have the blue section, which are the bodies outside of the 27, because there's actually 35 graves that they got their hands on. 27 gave us DNA, but I also, because nobody left behind, I'm a real World War veterans child. No one left behind. I wanted to add them too, even though I don't have any DNA information. I wrote down what we did have, like burial ID number 31. This infant's remains were destroyed. I think something about a backhoe. They destroyed it. This burial ID 22, 18094. I'm sorry, burial 30. Child, no trace of this child's bones. There was one cherry seed closely buried, and this child was closely buried to ID 22, which is in the 27, of course, 18094. So I got as much information as I could for all 35 individuals. So what I'm going to do, I want to go by burial ID, but before I go by burial ID, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I want to jump to burial number 10. Okay? Because I was going to, like, I don't want to say script this, but I was going to go over how I was going to do this earlier, and I literally had to shut my laptop off because I just got really, really ticked off. And I'm going to show you what happened. Okay. Burial ID number 10, 18088. This person, if you are like me and you work with My True Ancestry a lot, you like the kits that are mixed, which is I15341, I15342, and of course, burial ID 18088. Why do we like these 3 kits out of all 27? There's an awesome reason why. If you understand the PCA tool and the way that My True Ancestry is set up, if you're dealing with the African kit, you don't have any rights to use some of the tools in the PCA function. If you're using a European kit, you get to use every tool the PCA function has. Oddly, if you're using a mixed individuals kit, you get to use all of the tools that the PCA section has. African kits, no. Like my kit, if I put my kit in there and try to use PCA, custom PCA, I'm going to get nothing. Why is it set up that way? Because that's what they did. So, because there's no full-blooded Europeans in here, in the 27, there are 3 mixed individuals where you can use their kits to compare living DNA and other DNAs in PCA. I know it sounds like mumbo jumbo, but follow me. So 18088 is my favorite kit to use. So I've been believing this entire time that this was a female, 24 to 30 years old. So let's come over here to burial ID number 10. I'm going to blow it up really big because I want you guys to see what I saw that made me shut my laptop. I'll bring it all the way to the top. Number 10, 18088. This is her. This is the Smithsonian ID, 387797. All this other information, it doesn't matter. Oh, you know what? I wanted to pull up my haplogroup. But all of these people have L haplogroups, which is, I'm not going there right now. Now, here we go. This says male. Where did I get that information from 18088? Now, is it possible there was a discrepancy from the first 79 document to this document? Interestingly, that is looking like that's what happened because this is literally where I got this information from. And I ought to see, can I find it right now? Let me see. Hold on. It's definitely on my other computer, but I have so many documents. Catoctin furnace. Grave excavation. PDF. Baby. Oh. Can y'all see that? Oh yeah, y'all can't see it. Y'all should be able to see that. Oh yeah, y'all can see it. I don't think that's it. That says Catoctin furnace. I don't think that's the one I did. It could be though. I don't remember me getting it clear. But it should be from 79. Let me say, it should be the Catoctin furnace. I'm having so many tabs open here. Is this it? That thing, yeah, this is it. I went through this whole thing, 72 pages. Looked at every one of them with the old fonts. Here we go. Is this really it? Where the bodies? Is this it? I don't remember getting it from Catoctin, but I download so much stuff. It's possible. Because I know there was so much information in it, but I really just wanted to get to the bodies. Should I say burial excavation? I know they got pictures of the bones. I don't think this is it. I don't remember where I got that document from. It could be it though. Hey, slow down. This is a lot of pages. I'm gonna find it. I wonder, is it in the file section? I'm not gonna look right now because I'm not gonna look right now. Yeah, this was not it. Because it had pictures and everything. This is everything. Let me rewrite. Grave site. Okay. I hate this Copilot thing. I wish they'd take it off. Grave site burial. Not that one. Not that one. Peace and love, cousin. I see you. I'm gonna find it. Is that it? No, that's the same one I just pulled up. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna go on my other laptop. I should have plugged it in, but I did. I'm not doing it right now. Okay, so 180.88. And actually, let me see. I have the other. I do have the other book, don't I? Where is my Microsoft? I don't really play no games. Let me open this one. This is finished. I'm not even gonna pull this book out. Okay, let me find my sheet. Just because mine is more in depth. This is another book that I made for anyone new. They are in our file sections. If you looking in the one that says completed, if you go to my sheet, it says Asata. It has the most information simply because I just wasn't going to keep putting the same thing on everybody else's because I had over 40 participants in this. So 18088 is down here somewhere. Definitely yellow. No, it's white. Okay, so line 54. Burial 10, yes. Discrepancy. What was the discrepancy? Notes. It probably was a discrepancy in this text because there definitely is one. No, it was not a discrepancy in this text. 24 to 30 years old, female. Okay, which anyway, that's where I got this other information from. Anyway, let me get back to. I'm gonna make this small. So now I'm gonna pull up. Again, we're dealing with 18008. This document says female. The technical report says male. And I could believe, I'm sure there probably was a discrepancy from 79 to the technical report. There are a lot of them that have discrepancies. So this is the actual new data from these ancestors that isn't public yet. 18808, of course, is 910. Male. The age is 16 to 17 years old. I'm not sure how they got the ages closer than what they've been dealing with before. Most of the ages are 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Like they're not like this person, 45 to 54. That's a huge, huge window. Most of the ages that I saw, 43 to 60 years old, that's a huge window. 18 to 24, that's a huge window. 50 to 65, these windows are so huge, unless they're like babies. 60 to 70, 43 to 55. I-15334, oddly, was 14 to 15. And I don't believe that was the boy with the 90-degree angle back. I believe he's with the family. I'm not going to misspeak because I don't. If they had in the documentary outside of the woman in the museum, if they had like called them by number, I wouldn't know who they was talking about. So I literally had this memorized. So 18088, the age is going to change. Narrow it down to 16 to 17 years old. And a half. How they got a half, I have no idea. This is results of the most recent data. So we're already dealing with discrepancies already from their data, because I didn't make any of this data up. It's their data. And I have not looked at this. Then again, I have looked at this. Let's go ahead on and jump to the meat. So, which ones were not, let me see, based a less specific applicant reporting here than in the 2023 paper to match those reported by 23 and 20. That's an asterisk. Okay, so these asterisks. So is the technical report from 2023? I could have sworn I had that document way before that. Is there another document out here with 2023 on it? We're gonna have to look for that. What's going over here? Not included in the DNA matches analysis. All of these were not included. There were how many not included? In any, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 27 were not included in this. That's why there is no percentage there, because they didn't include it. Then you have another set of people. They're saying interpret any DNA matches with caution. Interpret any matches with caution due to poor quality DNA is what they're saying. So the caution would put anything at 0. Now, how many of these is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 plus 4 is how many? 11, right? So 11 out of 27 were not, so they're so-called used with caution and poor DNA, which is interesting to me because it isn't poor anywhere else. It isn't poor with FTDNA. It isn't poor with my true ancestry. It isn't poor for them to be selling people historical matches. I don't understand that. I just have questions. What's poor about it? Why were these not included? If they're both saying poor quality, why? How did you come to think that you could even do this test? So that's family A. Family B, I want to say all of family D, right? No, there's family D. Where is, okay, see, because there's so many of these numbers. Let's do this. Where's the woman in the graves? Let's find her. Is she family C? No, family D. The mother in the museum. 18097. At the bottom here. Where did I read that she wasn't used? I don't want to get into that because I don't even know why they gave me that. Family D up here, 18085 978596. It was so many they didn't use. Hello, cousin Sheralita, I see you. It's hard keeping these numbers together. So this is the mother in the museum here. 30 to 35 is what they're saying. Oh, no. 097. 45 to 57 is what they had. I wonder when are they going to update the information with this data? Are they even going to do that? What I want to do is go through every single one of them. Because now, like at this point, I don't know which data to use. Let me pull out the other one because I do have their haplogroups. Where is it? I got so many tabs open now. Where's that? I said, please don't say I shut it. This, I want to pull it out. I want to pull it out. Oh, shut this. It's still on. I'm so glad this ain't shut off. Let me bring this down. Okay, forgive me at the meeting. I misspoke. I'll be looking at so many ID numbers. So they did run the mother in the museum. There was other people they did. And I'm gonna try to figure out who they are. Where's the haplogroups? Oh no, they're here. How am I gonna see who's who? What's happening? I need the key. No, I need my key. Sister Mary, that was your sheet. How the haplogroups at? Oh, I tell you what, I know where they are. Here they are. I haven't been on this in so long. I need to see the numbers. All right, what number am I going to? It's so many sheets open there. Hold on. Thank you. So it's going to be easy because we're dealing with all these individuals. I'm going to start with burial ID double one 330. 330 is it's a mother. No, it's a male. 330. Is that the baby? 33 baby of 333. 330 is the infant son. 330 and 331. Awesome. Trying to get it where y'all can be in the same screen. 331, 332, both males. What sheet is this? Where's the other one? It's too many. I want the one back here. I don't even want that one. Well, let's see. See, 331 is not going to be at the top of hers. I don't think. I think 331 is going to be further down for her. Yeah. Because she's mixed. No, we're doing 330, ain't we? Yeah. Here. Infant, newborn. I don't. It says the sex was unknown here, but I definitely got it from somewhere. It's the technical one. 33. Let's make it big. 331. 33. Stop it. 331 and 332 are the babies, right? 332 and 331. You know what I said? 330 is the mom. Come on, don't do that. I'm trying to see. 331 is 332 is the babies. Okay, so we're not going to the first line. 331 and 332, line 2 and line. Let's see, look. Here we go. 331, 332. One is a male, one is a female. It's what this report here is saying. That's what is this? This is the technical report that my true ancestry, FTDNA, everybody else is going off of. So let's find, where is the new one at? There's so many open here. Where's that new report at? Here. No. Here. Let's do this, because we're not going to do this right now. Let's put this here. So I can at least know. Okay, boom. So this is the new report that they sent me. I think 11 other people in this group have this. We're dealing with 331 and 332, male and female. Totally different than what is on online. So when people say they don't trust my true ancestry, I wonder why. Not like I'm questioning them, but like, why do they have different data? Two and three, 331, 332. See, this is crazy. 332 is saying that person is 20 to 24 years old, so this would be the mother. How is 330 the baby? Something's going on here. 330 over here says male. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this intentional? Mind you, this ain't me. This is the report that everyone is going off of, that I went off of, that everybody has been going off of, right? This is the technical report that is coming off my true ancestry, and which is online. Three 331 infant son. 332 is the mother. 332 is line 3. Female, this is correct, the mother. 33, this is confusing me. The mother, 332 is the mother of 330 and 331. Let's come over here to my results. So that's why I don't, okay, so I want to put this one over here, because I need to see this. 332 is the mother of 330 and 331. Okay. 340, where's this person at? Were these people used? Okay, so the mother was not included. 332 was not included. 331 was included. 331 is here. 330 is what? Interpret any matches with caution. So 330, 331 is both males and the bottom one's female. Okay, that's correct. They must have been like really infants. 0 to 0.5 is just like 5 months. So the mother wasn't included in any analysis. Where's the other person in family A? Down here. It should be 340. And it is. Girl, 24. 10 to 11 years old. 11 to 13 years old, but it did say age and sex discrepancy from the excavation report. I swear I put it in the files. I may not have. I'm going to find that document. And I won't say, maybe it is a discrepancy from 79 to 2000. So they definitely used this teenager's DNA, but not the mother. And one of the babies, poor quality DNA. That's what they're saying. Haplogroup, paternal, E, and E1B. Which I don't really, okay, mutations and in the ISOGG format. That's family A. So family A, there's no big discrepancy. The only discrepancy I really see is that the mother didn't include DNA matching analysis due to poor quality DNA. So how do they know that was her mother? That this person is the mother of these individuals if the DNA is poor quality. I want to go by families, but then they have these outliers. So this, all right, the first three, I'll definitely analyze them. Let me see. Let me go to the technical report. It was only 2 over here that said they had damage. I just find it interesting how the DNA was poor quality for this one, but it was only 2 that was poor quality for this technical report, which is public. Bring this down some. I want to put this on the same. Now I want to put it out. L3E2A1B1. Male, male, female. What happened to, oh, I'm looking at it. E1B, and of course this one is empty just like that one was. For the Y haplogroup. Is this in the same? Yeah, it is in the same order because they're definitely going by burial numbers. Let me stick to the burial numbers instead of the families. So 4, 18084. Technical report. No, that's not a technical report. The technical report says this person is what? Sex is a male. This one didn't have an age. What was I getting? I definitely was getting the age from the excavation report, and maybe that's why there's a discrepancy. The excavation report came out in 79 or 80, whatever year they got it finished. A male, A1B1. This is 18084, right? 18. Burial 18084. Y haplogroup. Where's the, okay. 18084, 60 plus. Male. L0A1B1A. A1B1 AL419 from the terminal mutation. This person 18084. See, this don't go by burial numbers. 18084 is probably back here somewhere. If you want to make it sound family. 18084. Are you in a family? No, there you go. 18084, 33 to 43 years. Now they're over 60. Not included in any DNA matches. So who knows? Someone in this group may be related to these people that they did not include in these analyses, which is interesting to me. Because how did you get a haplogroup? How did you get any of this other information for these people, but you didn't use them? What is the real reason for not using them? Because there's a reason for everything. 18085, and I misspoke in the last meeting that I thought it was the lady in the museum. This stuff stays in my head so much. It was not her. So I definitely missed the book in the meeting, but it's definitely a lot of them. 18085 is burial 5. This person is, by the technical report, a male. L3E1, E1B1A1A. 1. This is a family D. Family D. What is the age? 1.5 to 2.5. 18085. Family D is brown, I believe. No, family D is in the family of the mother in the grave. Who's saying in the grave? In the museum. So the age from the excavation report is about 3 years of age. Which sounds like 1.5 to 2.5 to me. About. And this baby is pulling to family D with the royal bloodline. This family, this son is pulling the baby. I call him royal blood. See this next one. Okay, we haven't ran up against one with the asterisk. That'll be burial number 9. So I'm glad I didn't go too far on this, but I kind of did. And then again, too, these ages are still estimated. All of the ages are still estimated. Excuse me. Burial number 6. Wait, you know what? I want to go. Here's the other book. What was this? Burial 5. See, I got headstones and footstones. I definitely got this information from first document. Sister of burial number 35, and the aunt of burial number 34. See document for notes. About 3 years of age. Female. L3E1. Burial 6. I saw that at the bottom. 18086. 30 to 40 years old male. 45 to 54 years old. Was this DNA? Yes. All these blocks was used. But these people are not in families. 18086. Where's this thing? $30 to 40 years old. Now it's 45 to 54. That's a big gap. L2. A1, EB. Yeah, that's totally different. This paternal haplogroup is different. Like I was seeing differences all over the place. I don't like which one is the truth? Is it the most recent going to be the truth? Because this is the first one with an asterisk by the haplogroup. E1B, 1A, 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 1C, 1B, 2A. This says E1B, 1A, 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 1C, 1B. There's no 2A at the end. ISOGG22. This is the ISOGG format. So what does this asterisk mean? See, 2020. There's a document out here somewhere with this. Where's this document? Let's see, can we find it? Because this is driving me crazy. Like, which one am I supposed to go to? A less specific haplogroup is reported here than in Harney et al. 2023 to match those reported by 23andMe. To match who's reported by 23andMe. I have so many questions. I'm gonna put Catoctin, Harney et al. 2023 and see if the PDF come up that we don't know about. Because what the heck? Reverse loop. What the heck is this? This better not be the same thing again. Oh, this is what they... Oh, this is this. Is this... I wonder, is this in files? Is this in files, y'all? I hope it is. Because at this point, like, comparing all this stuff, where is... I don't see no appendix. Sure. No, I'm not combing through that tonight. Did I download it? I'll see if that's there. So that is that. Okay, so what did they say about this document? A less specific haplogroup is reported here than in this other document to match those reported by 23andMe. I would love to know what that means. So I should have did this before we actually had that sit down with that lady, and I would have had some real good questions, even though the sit down was interesting. What were we just on? First one, the asterisk. 6. And this person was in the study. It seems like they did more people in this study. Like most of them were outside of the study and not used. Like a lot of these don't have families. Like most of the ones in the families they didn't use. And some of the ones that don't have families down here too. We'll get to those. I don't understand how, if it wasn't no data, how did they have any information at all? 333, I think 333 is who I match first, or who I connect to first, the closest. Not as in close, but first. 333 is a female. All of these are L. Every last one of them except for one. One is J, 32, and R. +50 female. There's no paternal haplogroup. They actually use this person. 333. 333 is not in the family. Elder, and see, there was a discrepancy in the age. Elder or 35 to 45. What they say over here? 50+. So they went with elder over here. In the excavation, I mean, it was 79. They probably had no idea. I think this is my closest match. She's definitely not in the family. 18087. If I'm not mistaken, this age matches. Not in the family either. E and L. What ID is this? 8. Yeah. 55 to 65. This one says 50 to 65. Definitely a male. Not in the family. And here's another one with an asterisk, meaning it's a less specific haplogroup. Which I don't care. This is L. 334 is not in the family. 341 and 342 are mixed. I want to definitely remember what their haplogroups are saying. 334, 14, 15 years old. 13 and a half, 14 and a half. Not far off at all. But because of the asterisk, I want to go and see where is who is this again? 334. She's not pulling out closely. See, these are the two mixed ones. This person's kid is a mixed person. That's why they're at the top. I need to go to mine for this person. This person must be more accurate. What we need 334, right? That is too small. I should have my glasses on too. I'm tripping. Y'all know they gave me glasses. 334 here. No family. Teeth decay. See, this is how you know this document came from the actual excavation. They have actual details about the actual body. 14 to 15 years old male. 1790 to 1800s. There is oh, I don't have it. I don't have a person's application. Wait a minute. Does this say female? It says female. So now it's a male. Now it's a female. It was a male. Now it's a female. Like how? Where? I don't understand. Again, 180, 180, This person's mixed, so it's going to be further down on my list. The mixed people are further away from me. And the people with no families. 180, Actually, at the bottom, of course. That's like the furthest one. Discrepancy, female. And it says male here. 180, 89 is in a family. Family big here. Second, third degree relationship to burial ID number 13 and 12. Of course, because they were family was very close to 10 and 13. 35 to 47-year-old female. Female 40 to 45. Twelve is 335. 335 is in a family. Well, 2.4 genetic distance. Wait, go back. Where are these cardiac family? Close to burial 13, 3 or younger. Sex is unknown. 1830 to 1843. Sex here says female, 2 to 3 years old. 3 or younger. Cruising point. Sex was unknown. How did they find this sex? If the sex was unknown, I'm assuming because 79 they didn't have. Like, does DNA show your sex? Interpret any. What did you come up here for? Close. Interpret any DNA matches with caution due to poor quality DNA. Well, the DNA was good enough for you to figure out that they're the sex. Does DNA prove your sex? Can you determine DNA? Sorry. Sex by DNA. Can be determined by their DNA. The sex of a person can be determined by their DNA, as the DNA in our sex chromosomes has instructions that decide our biological sex. However, for many DNA tests, the sex of a person being tested is irrelevant, as one pair of the 23 pairs of chromosomes that make up our DNA determines sex. The chromosomes that determine sex are X and Y. Those born genetically male have one X chromosome inherited from their mother and one Y chromosome inherited from their father. However, for many DNA tests, the sex of the person being tested is irrelevant. Oh. So you can determine sex by DNA. So that would explain any discrepancies from any data pre this new test. Okay, I can handle that. I didn't know that. 335 is burial 12. Yeah, this ain't about that. This one is 13. So another question. Can DNA determine your age? You can order a shut up. No, can DNA? Oh no, I left it out. Can DNA testing determine your age? I need some chocolate. Scientists can now determine a person's age by looking at their DNA, but it isn't always super accurate. As we get older, we actually lose DNA, so it is difficult to determine age by DNA testing. However, tests that analyze DNA methylation are considered today's gold standard for accurate epigenetic age testing. Wow. DNA methylation tests analyze molecules in your blood to see how your DNA expresses itself. Biological age can be calculated by measuring certain biomarkers that scientists now correlate with being older, such as chemical alterations to DNA. Ooh, I learned something today. So if they out here determining ages, then all of these things, why is it not? Okay, this person wasn't even included in the study. So it makes me wonder, did any of us get matches for the ones that they said use caution for? And they just put zeros there. Like, I just wonder. Like, I just have questions. Even though, 1700s, 1800s, I wouldn't expect us, especially with parents being so young. Like, parents were really young with all this icky stuff that was going on. My mama was 15, 13. Just here to make me think. I'm just here because I'm thinking. I found that interesting. I did not know that you could determine sex and age from DNA. That's crazy. Determine estimates. Oh no. I'm gonna let this go. I gotta put this up. How about this? I don't have to plug this up and I can just take. Oh, we got a like on YouTube. Yes, if you are on my YouTube channel, please, please, please let the algorithm know that you are checking me out and you want to see my lives so that my streams will be seen further. Let me open this live over here. Okay, I'm going to shut this down because this needs to charge. One second. As a matter of fact, give me a breathe in, breathe out moment as I get this stream together. Need to plug this up. Give me a second. We're gonna have a little breathe in, breathe out moment. I'll be going an hour, 22 minutes. 1 second. I'll change this music in a minute. So. Oh, I keep forgetting I'm not hooked to the microphone. I can actually get up. We need to let that short. This phone's being cut off. Put my feet up. I meant to leave that on loop. On looping. Yes, let's look at that for a second. A little break. Give my eyes a little breaky. And I also want to change the music. So, child, these documents. Let me get all my documents back up here. We want this one. We want this. We want this. Okay, the technical report. I'm gonna stick with this one just because this is more recent. $14 18090. Did I did it 18090? His family B was not included in any of in the studies. I wonder how is it poor quality to be included in the study, but it was quality enough to arrange their ages. 18090. Where are you? Where are you? Definitely in a family. Data enough to know it's in a family. Family. Data good enough to know you're you have a degree relation with someone. 12 to 13-year-old male. 12 to 13-year-old male. Data enough to know all of these things, but the data is not good enough to be in an analysis. Poor DNA, but it was enough DNA to pull up all this data. I don't understand that. It just doesn't sound logical at all. 18090. And I'm going to actually go to 18091. I mean, it's not in the family. Definitely had a headstone and a footstone. This person's more to the mixed side, I think. Female 4560. Female 3034. So I'm sure the ages on from the excavation, they probably were just looking and estimating at the condition of the bodies, which I'm sure will make them look older. Some of them was not used. Poor quality of DNA. So how did they get this information? L4, L3, L2. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. 18092 is family C. I wasn't going in my true ancestry, but I'm going in there. 18092. About 17 years old, male. Almost 17 years old, male. I'm still gonna go through all of these. I'm just not gonna do it all now. It's one of these. Let me open my true ancestry. I have some of them in the queue. Who did I already add in here? Oh, I forgot. Let me see. I'm about to say, you gonna let me change it? Oh, I gotta plug up everything. Where's my laptop? Update, yes. Okay. I think that's too far, but okay. Got me way over here. It's gonna be like such an echo. I'm trying to make sure my audio's in. is gonna be like such a echo. Okay. So my audio's bad. Sirens, baby. So, okay, where's my true ancestry? All these pages I got open. Is that over far enough? It's still not covering up what I wanted to cover up. I ain't moving it again. Oh well. There it is. That's better. It still ain't updated yet. There's not that many kits in here. Oh, I need me some chocolate. It must be hot in here because I'm talking about the milk. I see you, cousin Sharice. It's not supposed to take that long for just to load. I just put this. I just redid this earlier today. It needs to be updated already. I'm not doing it. Why is it not loading? I said I wasn't going to my true ancestry night. It shouldn't take that long. It really shouldn't take that long. So I definitely misspoke in the meeting. They did use the woman in the grave, even though they did not have her paternal haplogroup. And I wonder, was it on any other document somewhere? Let me see. Let me check. Our cousin, I don't think that she matches her closely because she was mixed. Mixed people gonna match her further out. One 8097 probably not even on her paper. Nope. She matched her too far out because she's not, which is interesting. She matches her baby closer than her mother. I found that interesting. Then, and I find it even more interesting now. These are all the mixed kids at the top of hers because she's mixed. And leaning more to the European side. I mean, you can look at her and see that. Because these are the three kids we used to analyze everybody else's kids. I wonder did I even add them in there. But somehow she matches the baby. And who is this person? 9-5. See, 9-5 not in a family. So 18095 is where 18095 is in a family on her paper. Why is that? See, that's what I'm saying. There's so much going on with these documents. Your head is going to spin. Where's 18095? Not there. Not 85. 9-5. Let me make sure I'm not looking at 85. It is 85. It is 85. So this mixed individual here, whose sheet this is, matches the baby and 85. I don't know why I said 9-5. And who are they to each other? I think that's the aunt and the nephew. Child. Okay, who's buried 34? Okay, the royal. Okay. 18096 is the baby that matches the royal blood for King James and them. The baby in the documentary that's in the arms of 18097, who is in the museum. Bell 35 is not related closely to this person. It's so weird. She must be coming in from the father or something. The person who, the living person whose sheet this is. So the child, this is the child of the mother in the museum. So they say, I swear that's her grandma, and the Philadelphia Calera victim is the mother. But I'm that's a whole nother lie. Um, so this person is the sister. So there's a European sister to the mother in the grave, who is the aunt of the royal baby. Hot mess. So I'm trying to understand. Okay, this is the sister. 18085 is how old? Is your age? See document for notes. About 3 years old, and the baby is 9. So this 3-year-old is the sister of the mother in the graves. How did the mother in the grave get a sister that's 3 years old? So the mother in the graves, the mother in the museum, has a sister that's 3 years old. So where was the mother? I'm telling you, sometimes these CMs overlap, right? I'm a good witness for that. My heritage thinks that my sister, no, excuse me, when I did my DNA test, me and my sister share over 2,000 CMs. Before I had to manually put in that she was my half sister, it said that she was either my aunt, she was an aunt, a sister. There was like all of these different scenarios that they could be because our CMs could go either way, depending on which one was true. I'm not going to dive too much into this, but there's something going on with this family here. 18097, this family here, 9785 and 96. 97, the mama in the museum, this is my genetic distance, ancient genetic distance, mutation genetic distance. 96 is her baby, which would be closer to me in genetic distance, right? if you're looking at genetic distance through time, which I don't really think it works like that, it's definitely genetic mutations. That's why I'd be like, don't look at it like time. Look at it through mutations. So the baby of this person's mutation is further than the mother's mutation, which could probably make sense, I guess, if you're dealing with someone and making sex to make this baby. But these two people are sisters. This 3-year-old and his mother in the museum. Let me see. Did they give us an age for the mother in the museum now? Since they can do it by DNA age. 9-7 is how old? 30 to 35 years old. The excavation report said 45 to 57. Their new DNA analysis is saying 30 to 35. And where's 85? 18085, which is her sister. Her sister is here, a male. I cannot. 18085, female, about 3 years old. Her sister. Now it's a male with the new reporting. It's just getting on my nerves. So this person is the uncle of the baby in the graves and not the aunt. Which, if I'm not mistaken, ain't that what they said in the documentary? I have to watch it all again. Like, all of this data is just all over the place. So L3E1 is the sister of L3E1. L3E1. So if this is the mother, okay, so do the sister got a E1B, paternal haplogroup. And both of these match, which is different than the rest of these. This don't match. This paternal group, terminal mutation. What does that mean? What is paternal group terminal mutation? I'm trying to understand this daggone document. What is a terminal mutation? The impact of paternal age on new mutations. Studies of what is paternal group terminal mutation. Paternal age related de novo mutations and risk of 5 disorders. The impact of paternal age on new mutations and disease. Okay, let's just take this off. What is terminal mutations? And if anybody has dove into this document that 11 of us received, and you've done, like, you have any answers, please help me, because I'm all over the place. This is actually the first time I even dug into this document because I've been sick. I didn't want to deal with it. Okay, let's go into this glossary really quick. This is gonna be a long live, y'all. I'm sorry. And we're not gonna finish. We're not gonna come to no answers. I just have tons of questions for this live. What is terminal SMP? It sounds fatal. Yes, it does, but don't worry, it's not. The phrase terminal SMP is generally used in conjunction with discussing why DNA. We're dealing with paternal DNA testing and haplogroup identifications. Get to what it is. Tens of thousands of branches, yeah. Let's look at the terminal SMP of my cousin John on his haplogroup. John terminal SMP is RBY4, and R indicates the main branch, of course, and BY490 is the name of the SMP that is further down the tree, his leaf, for a lack of better definition. How do I discover my terminal SMP? Okay, some technical stuff here. Close this. Close this. Close this. What is this? Oh, that's that document. I'm gonna leave that open because I don't know if I shared that in the group. So this person went from a male to a female. I don't know if I should change it or just add, put both sexes up there at this point. Um, to be honest, where's that document? Here it is. So it's interesting that this sister of the person in the graves, I'm sorry, brother of the person in the graves, um, has a paternal haplogroup, and the baby is just a baby, but the older adult doesn't have a paternal haplogroup. The son does. The baby in the documentary R1B or 342. This person's mixed. I use this kit 342 and 341. I'm surprised that 341 has E1B because I sure can use their kit to that's very interesting that I can use this person's kit. Let me go to 341 on here and see what it says. I know it's over here. Hey, oh, I actually did 342 already. Well, that's the other part of this book. I actually ran these ancestors kits out. I'm going to run them one by one. This is 342, male adult, no family assigned. 342 is right here, male. How much of this person did I do? Oh no. Here's the mother in the museum. I even added the cholera victim, but we're not gonna get into that tonight. I want to go back to 342. Adult male 342. Definitely pull it on the Moors. Pull the Moors right up, which is interesting because this person is definitely coming up mixed, leaning to the European side. Because I can use their kit. I can do more with this person's kit than I can an African kit. 341, 342, and 18808. Definitely pulling more ancestry, which even though that's far as I don't know what. And the closest person to this person is 341 and 188, which is crazy because it's far. 20 genetic distance is far. I did their PCA. And that says you, but it's not me. It's actually this person. 342 is not me. And as I'm sitting here, I'm going to still finish this book. Every last one of these kids, if they let me, I had stopped because they were stopping me from running them. I went 5, 3, 4, 2. So it's interesting that they got sex for every one of these. mtDNA for every one of these. But they did not utilize every sample. I don't understand. A lot of these people, I mean, a lot of them do match. They're over 30 CMs. Like that is how they're identifying families. But a lot of these people themselves don't match each other over 30 CMs. Let me see, can I find somebody who has 18094, maybe the father of the baby in the graves with the mother in the museum, or the brother. That ain't got nothing to do with the uncle because that's 085, or the uncle. I don't even know at this point because the data is all over the place. And this is 18094. Let's go. Just go to 18094. Where that document? I don't know the burial number, so I gotta go down like this. 18094, burial ID number 22. 19 to 20 years old. This person was used. So now I want to go through all the kids and see what is the correlation to the DNA that wasn't used as opposed to the ones that was. Leaving out that they're saying that there wasn't enough DNA data, because I honestly, it's hard for me to believe that when you've got the sex for everybody and you're changing sexes from the other data. So there was enough data for you to correct sexes from the technical report. There was enough data for you to come up with terminal mutations. Let me see. Were there any ones that were not used that came up with a terminal mutation? Yes. Interpret any DNA matches with caution due to poor quality DNA. Here's a terminal mutation, as opposed to the paternal OG, what you call it, ISOG. But you had enough data to do all this, and you had enough data to realize that this person was in family E. So, was there anyone who got a terminal mutation who was not included? Yes, this person was not included in any DNA matches due to poor quality, but this person was assigned a terminal mutation. Determined not to be related to another family. The sex was determined, and I do believe the age was corrected. So, if I was leaving this live today, what question would I have? I would love to know, why was the data good enough to get terminal mutations to determine sex, which was different from the excavation report and or the technical report, but not good enough to be used to locate matches. Which burial did the Summers family match? Which one of these individuals? Was that ever stated? If anybody has answers to these questions, please drop it in the chat wherever you're hearing these questions at, Facebook or YouTube. If you know which burial was matched with the Summers family, burial or burials, I would like to know those burials. I would like to be sure that they were not included in any matches or were included. I would love to know did anything come up on these interpret any DNA matches with cautions. Because if we're cautioning the DNA matches, why aren't we cautioning all of the rest of the data for the cautionable DNA? Are we cautioning the years, the estimates, the sex, the haplogroups? Just questions. I just have questions. Like I never really gave this document any time, and I still haven't really dug and like literally went over every ounce of it. Especially when you've got these less specific haplogroup is reported here than in this document, which they released this document on 23andMe, and a lot of people combed through this. I think this is in the file section, so I don't get that either. Um, so, how many were used for matches? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 samples were actually used. I said 14, right? How many of that 14 are in families? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 14 actually belong to families. I I'm just dumbfounded. Like, why was it done this way? If they knew they didn't have good quality, well, I will say this without my glasses. My next live, I will be in another hub. I won't be back in the Catoctin hub for a while because I want to give my energy around, time to process everything and to do more thinking. Um, did I read any of this? Oh, my paternal haplogroup is L2A1I. Are there any L2A1s here? L2A1A1, L2B, L2A1 with a asterisk. 18092, 18093. LA2A1 is looking like C and no family. I don't even have my DNA kit in here. I should have put that in there, but I'm going to do that another day. 18095 33993. I'm just curious. Let me go to this book. Is this my sheet? No. This thing tight on my head. As per genetic distance, 2239. So what is my terminal? I'm talking about what is my terminal. Like I was sitting here trying to figure that out. Hey, oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. Okay. There is no L2A1I, but there is L2A1. Most of the L2A1s, which most of all of them say E1B. I wish I could get my paternal haplogroup, but it's just impossible. 339 family C. Closest person, not even closest, but like 18092. 18093. Did I do 18092? I'm just curious. I think I did. 180. No. Oh, wait. I did. And that's the mail in the museum. I'll be damned. Okay. So this is why you got to just take your time and play with stuff. Okay. 18092 has a similar haplogroup to mine, just not my mutation with the I at the end. And then, if I'm not mistaken, it has an asterisk. 18092 has an asterisk, doesn't it? Yes. Meaning that, what does the asterisk mean? Okay, so the person in the museum is here. Both of their haplogroups and the terminal haplogroup as well. No, the terminal haplogroup doesn't have an asterisk, but the two haplogroups have asterisks, which means a less specific haplogroup is reported here. Let me go to our mixed cousin sheet. I don't even think she's going to pull this guy here. It's the wrong book because she's mixed. And I don't think that she pulls him because she's pulling mixed people first. She would not pull him if he's there. He's at the bottom. Hopefully, she matches all 27, but the more African people are going to be at the bottom. Let me see. Oh, yeah. He's here. I see you. See, he has some European in him, which they all do. And they literally, I saw them admit that Okay, so this is the brother in the museum. 16, 17, 19, 20, and 15 are all close together. I wonder why. 1790 to the 1800s, he was alive. So this ISOG is 2020. Is the other ISOG 2022? Let's move this over here. Let's not. Let's not. Hold on, don't do that. Shucky ducky. I don't want to minimize you. I want to bring you here. Okay, where's 18092 again over here? Right here. E1B. Okay, I see. So this asterisk is definitely pulling. Okay, so I have there 2020. Have to go 1A, 1A, 1A. So there's three 1As, two 1A, and one, and they cut off the A here. M4, 2023, and all that. They cut that off, and that's why that asterisk is there. Then they came over here to the L haplogroup, L2A1, and cut off the rest of it here. That's why it has an asterisk. Okay, I don't understand why they made a less specific one, but I have the specific. So, okay, now I want to see his kid. Well, no, I did it. Ooh, that's good. This is his kid. This is the brother in the museum. His closest modern populations are far. Closer to the pygmies than anything on his PCA, which he was pulling some stuff in the Americas. Matter of fact, I think I did his Americas map. I think that's a deep dive to the mummies. Where is his maps? I made it and finished his. Yeah, those mummies. This is the brother in the museum's kid. I actually broke his down. This is the mother in the museum. When is no, excuse me, the baby. The mother is 9'7", the baby is 9'6". So he's sharing, it's saying 13 CMs with the baby. So, like, if he was being used in the test for 23andMe, because it's not 30 CMs, he would have been cut off as a non relative. 18095, 173 CMs. 18095. This is the brother in the museum who is supposedly in family C. Who is 18095? 18095 is saying not in a family, but shares all of this DNA with the brother in the museum. This is why I'm like, I don't know what these people are doing, but okay. And who is this? The mother in the museum. This is the kid of the the guy in family C. But this woman is from family D. Family D. Here, this is the mother in the museum. Family D. This person isn't in a family, but clearly should be in family C. And family C is overspilling to family D, the mother in the museum. Here's 331. So when they say the families aren't related, I don't know. Are they using this is the baby of the mother up here, 97, 96 is the baby. Are they saying that they're not related because they're going by their cutoffs that they're using? The 3070 CMs? Are they just not comparing them against one another? Since they're saying in this document that it's damaged DNA, because they're saying here poor quality DNA, poor quality DNA, poor quality DNA of more than half of the samples, but yet and still you have sex for everyone. You have improved ages for everyone. And you have every maternal haplogroup, and you've even shortened and manipulated the haplogroups with asterisks to less specific haplogroups for DNA that is poor quality. That's a lot of tweaking for something that you claim that you don't have access to use. Having a DNA sample and it being of poor quality means you do not have access to pull data from it. How do you have all this data? How am I supposed to believe this data if you're telling me it's poor quality? Just asking a question. I know I seem problematic. I just want to know the answers to this. And if it is poor quality, then I can see why you say that these people aren't related, because you don't have enough data to prove that they are. Or are you just not looking? Because no matter if you know what my true ancestry is doing or not, that doesn't bother me in the least bit. I'm trusting 23andMe. I'm trusting Ancestry to know what they're talking about. I'm trusting every other business I pay my money for without seeing their blueprint. So what is the difference? This man here who is in the museum, my DNA has nothing to do with this. This is his DNA speaking. He's related to all of these people. Good question. Are any of the people with poor quality results mixed or biracial and under 30 CMs? First half of your question. Are any of the people mixed and biracial? We just read, not we, they just came out with all these different articles. The article stated that most of them all had some European ancestry. I was shocked to read that. But I'm going to go and look, can I answer your question? Um, the people with poor quality. Okay, I know. Okay, this is how we're going to find that out. We're going to go to our DNA workbook and we're going to go to cousin Ayawa. Ayawa's, I love you, cousin. I know we got some brains up in here. That's a perfect question. Ayawa's sheet, along with everyone towards the back of the sheet, are the mixed people. She starts off the more mixed people, especially Steve Overton. He's going to be filled with, let's see, genetic distance 341. See, okay. I've got this stuff down packed. You got me excited. Okay. I15351. Excuse me. I15341. Let me make this bigger. I15342. And earlier in the live, I explained how European kids and mixed kids give me more access on my true ancestry. African kids will not let me use the PCA tools. It's so biased. That system is so biased, and only people who know what they're doing can see that. So this is why us, my true ancestry people, love these 1, 2, 3, 4 kits, because they are mixed, leaning more to the European side even more. The more is falling under a European. It's leaning more European and African, okay? I-15341, I-15342, 18088, 18091. These are all mixed kits. Now I want to go back to Ayawa's too, because I want to see his I-15332 in the same, yes, 332, same order. 804, same order. 330, same order. So we're going from strong European from the top, starting at Ayawa's sheet, on back with everybody else closer to the back. Now this person is a pure European. That's why they only pull these 5 people, because they're leaning what, like there's African in them, but the European is showing up more. Yo, this book is awesome. If you haven't downloaded it, please do. You can help me with this. I'll show you any questions you have. But the Europeans, like the last person in this book, is going to be who? Angie. Oh, no, I'm adding more sheets. I didn't mean to do that. Delete. Hold on. I'm doing too much. I'm too excited. I get excited and I start pressing buttons. So the more European, the further back of the book you go. And it just happened to end up like that. I didn't try to do it like that, but that's just how, when I made this book, that's how it went. I think Crystal is all the way at the end, and here we go. Crystal wound up pulling one of the babies in family A, who is mixed. So the mixed kits is 342. Let me get a pen. I remember the 3, but I know there's more. Let me get a pen because I'm going to go back to the new data and I'm going to answer that question. 342, 341, 088, 084, 091, 330. And what I'm going to do also is go to 8491 and 330 and see, can I use the PCA tool with those kids. That makes sense to me because they were not related through the same parents. So their DNA was limited and not as high if they were from the same parents. Exactly. Because these people, I'm sorry, I'm not saying this to make it like these people don't know what they're talking about. These people are all related. And it's all crossed up, like it's crazy. Okay, let me go to the new data sheet, and we want to find 342. We'll start with 342. 342 is, let's see, are all of these no data? Where are you, 342? Okay, here's 342. Not included. I'm going to put not included or a question mark if it said interpret matches with caution. So 342, not included. 341, not included. 008. 008 was included. I think this is the one that they say had the the Irish father. But when they speak about this individual, they're saying it's a female, which is a female on the other data sheet. But now here it says it's a male. So I'm thrown off by that when they don't use the ID numbers. 084 is not included. Not included. 091 is question marked. Caution, poor data, which I don't understand how there's a question mark, poor data, but you have every sex, you have improved ages, and you have every maternal line. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be problematic, but it just doesn't make sense. 330 is question mark, use with caution, poor data. So out of the But they all have some European. Even the mother in the museum has European, but she has more African showing up. Um, Out of the one, two, three, four, five, six mixed individuals, and one of them, 330, is in family A, which is up here. 330, this baby, whose brother here, 331, it's interesting how the baby 330, who's mixed, supposedly mixed, but they have the paternal haplogroup is E1B. The maternal haplogroup is L3, and the rest of it, they're the same. I almost wonder, are they like twins? But 330, use with caution. 331, the brother, sibling, they used it. So is 331 not mixed? And 332, they didn't even include her at all. So she could be mixed too. It's, it makes me just wonder. This makes sense to me because they were not related through the same parents. Exactly. Now I'm going to go. That caution just meant they were below 30 cms and they won't include it. You know what? That really could be it. So why are they stating poor DNA quality? Why don't they just say they're cutting it off? I wish I could put these comments on the screen. A male makes sense because he would have had children versus a female. They're not saying they're not related. They're saying they won't include them because they're less than 30 cms. No, they have told us in the meetings and they have said verbally these people weren't related. They gave us a verbal presentation, but they wouldn't let me share it for some reason. They're saying like they literally have. They're saying that the family. If you go to the meeting and ask the president is going to say, no, 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 the families are not related. They're all separate. That's why it's A, B, C, D, E. That's not true. They won't let me tell them that that's not true. It's just not true. Oh my God, your comment went away. Let me go out and come back in. I accidentally swiped too far. They don't want to include them because of the European ancestry. Oh, it's deeper than that. But yeah, which doesn't make sense. Which European ancestry? Is it because of the royal blood? Because we already know about that. I'm literally putting their kids. Okay, this is a teenager in the museum. I'm putting their kids out there. I'm running their kids and I'm pulling everything that they're giving me for the ancient DNA. Here's the mother in the museum. 331. The mother in the museum is 897. Let me open this back up. I want to see your comments. I appreciate you being here, helping me through this. All of these people are in different families to the person in the museum, the teenager. They are related. But they will tell you that they're not, the families are separate. There's no relation. But then they're leaving out, there's some of the people that are not assigned to families, they're showing up related. I feel like they're not. Like this person here, 18095, matches 12 SNMP chains, 173.4 cms. Largest chain, 199 SMPs, 28.99 cms, 18095. This is why I keep asking why we can't get this DNA data and the JAD match. Like how when you go in JAD match and you do the archaic section, there's like I don't know the letters, F9000000. Those are JAD match numbers that you can write down and compare with the archaic samples. What is the difference? If they have an age They can determine if they were listed on slave census, and if they could possibly be on slave census, then they were listed in groups to see if they were possibly families. Oh, they have it. That's why I'm like, I don't understand how we're stuck if they have the data. Why? Who is keeping the data? Because my true ancestry has the data, and they're charging hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get this information. Um, this is a game, and it's like really getting on my nerves. Here's the baby. Matter of fact, let me pull up the baby's kit. 18096. Wait, is that the baby? Yeah, this is the baby. I went extensive on the baby. I went in. Wait, let me be sure this is the baby because I sometimes I be doing these numbers so much I start to lose my brain. 18096 is definitely the baby of the mother in the museum, which I do believe is the grandmother. I believe the mother is the Philadelphia cholera victim. I did her chart as well. Nobody's listening to me, but I do believe that who they're calling the mother is the grandmother of this baby. And somehow the Philadelphia cholera victim got sent away from there. But I digress on that right now. But I do have proof of that. I literally have proof. Her kid is in here, but I don't know if I'm gonna go through that tonight because it's a lot. So this is the baby that was buried with the mother in the museum. Let's see how big I can get this. This is a lot. I just think that they're not taking enough time. It seems like they won't put in GEDmatch because it literally will tell us if we were related exactly and how, regardless of the thank you. That'll solve everything. That will solve. Well, here's the thing. When I got I should pull up the contract that we had to sign. There was never, if I had known, simply because my mother was like 13 when I was born, we're not even 20 years apart. If I had known, now mind you, I'm 70 years from my father. I was banking on my connection being through him, but I can't determine that. If I had known that they were doing a conservative study, I would have never signed away my rights. Please don't make me pull up the doggone. Wait, let me open. Don't make me pull up the don't make me pull up the daggone contract I signed my life away. Had I known that is not what they stated. They played us. 23andMe release consent agreement. I am so upset. It's bothering me. That was my thing. I wanted to know who am I to these people in the graves. I don't care about 30 CMs. I don't know when they made that up. It's like they made that up after they got the results and said, well, we're going to weed out some of this. We want to just stick with the Summers family because we have documentation of that. Like, that's how I feel this thing went down. Because this never said, look how I made it too big. It's never said anything about no 30 CMs because we would have declined that. Because I would have said, like, who's gonna hit that bar? I'm not signing away my rights forever, if that's how you're gonna do it. And I was retarded to not. I was retarded. Wait, I was retarded to not negotiate that, but I didn't know they were doing that. Had I known that, I would have never signed it. This is what the agreement said. I hereby consent and agree to the following. I never agreed to 30 CMs. She said, shoot, Ancestry and everywhere else do 7. Thank you. Permission for 23andMe to share my information with designated 23andMe employees for purposes of population genetic research related to the Historical Genomes Project. I hereby grant 23andMe Incorporated my authorization and permission to provide access to my account information as defined below, contained in my 23andMe account, to designated 23andMe employees, the 23andMe researchers, for purposes of studying my genetic relationship to certain reference populations, including, so it won't just about Catoctin, including sets of historic individuals of Maryland and populations of Atlantic Africa. My account information includes blah, 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 everything: genetic data, self-reported information that I voluntarily submitted, personal identifiable information. I acknowledge and agree that 23andMe researchers will receive the email address and research ID associated with my account in order to access my results in the research environment. Authority. I have the full right to grant you these rights. Release of liability. I shall have no right or approval, no claim to compensation, and no claim, including without limitations, claims based upon invasion of privacy, defamation, or right of publicity arising out of any of the use of my personal information as provided for in section 1 and 2. Ownership of intellectual property. Now, I knew better than this. I read the whole entire reparations report in the chapter on the ownership and the rape of our intellectual property. Is huge and very important to me, considering I am intellectual property. I am an artist. I knew better than to sign this, but I trusted them. I don't know what I was thinking. Ownership of intellectual property. I acknowledge that 23andMe is the sole and exclusive owner of all my rights, title, and interest in all copyrights, trademarks, rights, any and all of the intellectual property rights worldwide, created in connection with the authorized use of my information. Oh, I knew. I didn't expect them to play us. I knew. I just did not expect them to play us. I literally asked my cousin, because I got sick. I lost my hair. I got sick. Almost died. I was worried enough. I said, I had a dream that I was going to get. I'm a dreamer. And I get messages. And a lot of cousins was wondering what was going on with me. And I was very, very turbulent. And I said, they're going to play us. And I feel like we messed up. I should have negotiated my contract. I should have leveraged to where they had to give me the truth. But I said, and other people said, they're not going to do that to us. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. I said, do you think that it's possible that we're going to get these results back? And it says 0 all the way down. I said this. I said it. And it's like, no, there's no way. There's just no way. And sure enough. Whew. I'm just grateful that y'all are understanding where I'm coming from. We just have to show through correlation and proof that we are related. There are phases and stages of all research. I agree. That's why I had gave up with all of this. I almost deleted everything. And I just couldn't do that. And I said, I'm going to start back doing the lives in the hubs, working with the data that we have, whether people don't want to trust my true ancestry all of a sudden, which we're trusting everyone else for them to give us the truth. I'm going to use the data that I have, use the tools that I've invested in, learn more about them, and just go over this data. There's things in here, like I didn't know that you could use DNA to determine better estimates of ages. In the beginning, I was like, why are these ages so different from the first data sets I was using to this new data. And now I'm doing this tonight. I understand the DNA gave them a clearer version, clearer estimate. So you're right. We just have to show through correlation and proof that we are related. You keep doing what you're doing. Your documentation and records is off the charts and phenomenal. I'm truly blown and impressed by your tracking skills. God bless you. You're going to make me cry. Because this was really very hard and I've been discouraged and it's just so emotional and just there's a lot spiritually going on here. Keep doing what you're doing, cousin. If they won't listen, we are because we just want to find our people. I love you. We wouldn't find one another if you guys didn't step out on faith. You know what? I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I'm glad that you were able to make this live. This was almost a 3-hour live. It's just the beginning. I'm just getting warmed up, just getting used to this data again. I haven't looked at it in months. I got sick in February. This is the first time I've touched any of this stuff. But I do have a lot of data that I'm working on, I have worked on. So I'm just amazed. And I honor you and I love you, cousin. I remember watching Forensic Files. That is my shot. And I'm not going to lie, this is like a mystery to me. I love mystery and I love working with data. Like this is right up my alley. I love Forensic Files and crime shows and stuff like that and the ID channel. So this is like, I love it. They can determine ages from bones. See, and that is where, like today I just learned, my data from my books don't really correlate totally with this new data because they were using the old method of bones, looking at the bones from the excavation in 79. And then I think 2020 is when the technical report came out, somewhere around there. So that was the data that's in the books. So the books that I made, like one is going to say male over here. This new data set was changing sexes and change ages, and I was freaking out, like, what is going on? But now I understand they did more extensive DNA testing with DNA that doesn't have good quality. They have all this other data that does not make sense to me. And like you said, maybe they're using that poor quality as not the CMs. Like they're cutting off a lot of people at 30 CMs. Are you serious? Like this project that I've been in, your brother is the only person I matched 57 CMs outside of my first cousin. It's hard. Let me finish your comment because I know it's good. I remember watching Forensic Files. They can determine ages from bones. So I'm sure in the beginning that's what they did. But DNA and science has gotten better over time. Don't be discouraged. I love you. Thank you so much. I'm not going to give up. And I think it was meant for you to be here to give me this umph. Thank you for sharing it. You are so welcome. I appreciate you being able to tune in. Each of us has skill sets. Your tracking is awesome. Thank you. There's something God wants us to all to come together to do. I honestly can agree to this. You said it perfectly. We all just have to do our part. Yes. You keep doing your part. We're watching and we're listening. I love you, cousin. I'm melting. I'm literally melting. Thank you so much. Encouragement really helps because this is hard. They're trying to exclude those excavations. That's all to it. I agree. I agree. So now I feel more positive about this. And again, the last meeting I misspoke. The lady in the museum was used in the comparison. at 30 CMs. But there are more than half of the individuals that were not utilized. So when people are like, are you telling me I'm not related? No one can tell you that. Even in the document, it states like they cannot tell you you're not related. We're just not hitting the bar that they've set. Some of us don't have our paternal haplogroups, which some of us don't have it. I don't have it. I probably won't ever have it. From my father, he didn't have any boys, and all of his, maybe there's somebody somewhere. Maybe he had a son somewhere, and it's going to pop up. Who knows? But I know that I'm not giving up. I do get discouraged every now and then, but I'm not giving up because something's pushing me. There is a higher power and some spiritual stuff going on here. I'm not giving up. Y'all don't give up either. I love, maybe that's one of my DNA cousins, but they want their story told, yes, and they want us to find them, yes. They said it, but the data don't lie. And this is why I've scheduled hub lives again. We have more than this hub. I literally made continental hubs. We have the European hub. We have the African Ancestor hub. We have the Asian hub. We have the Oceania hub. We have the Indigenous American hub. We are back in it. I'm back in. I'm getting back in it. Even if I focus on the ancestors from the continental versions of their ancestors, we're going to keep digging. I'm going to keep digging. I'm going to keep digging. If any other cousins or anybody on my channel, if you have any suggestions, thoughts, comments, questions, put them in the chat. Share this video. We want to get more supporters, more people working in the DNA field. Miko Wolf, I hope you see this live. I need some of your input as well. I love everybody. This was awesome. It's the longest stream I've done in a while. I didn't get not one panic attack. So we are doing excellent. Cousin Deborah, I'm looking at two cameras here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. It's sad where two or three gather, baby. He is in the midst. I see 3+ you. You keep it up. Yes. My heart is just so warm right now. This is the best feeling. So glad you was able to make it. I think we've got another hub live tomorrow. Um, if you don't catch me on YouTube, you catch me on Facebook. I don't think you're in all of the hubs, and I don't want to overwhelm anybody in the Catoctin hub, but we have more hubs, and I'm going to be digging, digging, digging. I also have a public, the hubs are all private. I have a public DNA group called Doing DNA and all that comes with it. I will be doing my own DNA breakdowns there. So I got a lot in store for us, and it's all in divine timing. I'm feeling better. I'm so glad my cousin was able to be here to support me through this because this was hard. It's hard for me to start back doing this again because it's a lot, and we've been through a lot. And a lot of us are getting discouraged, but I just want everybody to know, I meant what I said in that talk, as hard as this is and as much support as we do need, we can do this. And I do feel like one day we're going to have all of the answers to every question that we have. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you guys so much. Please have a wonderful night. If you see this live on a replay, put #replay in the comments. If you have any questions on a replay, let us know. I will get to them as soon as possible. I love you guys. And it said where 2 or 3 gather. Oh, she said it. We all geeks together. My daughter said, I felt my geek tribe. Yes. Yes, you have, honey. And there's more of us. There's more of us. They may not be on this live right now, but they'll be popping up in the comments. This is our calling. This is our calling. More people are on the way. We're making space and keeping space for everybody. Because everybody, like you said, we all have a part in this. All of us. From the tiniest thing to the most biggest, we all have a part. And I'm just, oh, I don't want to get emotional because I will. I'm just super happy that night went good. I hope that something I shared sparked something, questions, thoughts, suggestions. Um, if you want to get in touch with some of this data sets that I've made, let me know if you're not in the hub. If you have a jab match kit, you can get in the hub. I do have strict rules about the hub. Not just anybody can get in my hubs because we done been through too much. But I am willing to collaborate with people inside and outside of the project. Hopefully, my brother will be taking, my adopted brother will be taking a DNA test soon. Family, hopefully, so I can start working on the DNA side of my adopted tree. But we're gonna get all this together. Yes, let's connect tomorrow. I'm gonna message you my number. Unless you already have it. I don't know. I want to message you my number. You can call me anytime. If I'm busy, I'll get back to you. But I should be pretty much no, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. But it won't be all day. And then I'm streaming tomorrow night. So we definitely will connect. I love you, love you, love you. Kisses, cousin. I'll see you next time.